Hello everybody, Chris Kugler here. I just wanted to take a minute, show off a cool little editor tool that I've created. So, as you can see here, I've got a typical physics-enabled cube, and I've got this very ugly purple thing sitting on the ground. This very ugly purple thing is a tool that I've created, which will do a raycast, and when I pull the trigger, whatever object that I've targeted and hit with a rigid body component attached to it will bring up this little UI that's sitting in world space right on top of the model. And what I can do with this is I can edit the physics of the object to whatever values I want. So let's take that cube, and well, actually, first off, let's put the cube up here on my workbench. And let's go ahead and make this cube weigh 100, whatever unit of measure this actually uses, pounds or kilograms or whatever. You can see when I'm dropping it on the table, it's shaking the table a little bit. When I go to throw it, I get nowhere because it's way too heavy despite the, my ability to wave it around with my hand. And when I drop this back down to, say, 1, you can see, drop it, doesn't affect the table as expected. I can throw it up in the air. It's all good. I can even make it a little bit lighter. Let's go ahead and make it a 0.01. And let's go ahead and say goodbye to the cube. Goodbye, cube. That's zipped right off into space. At the end of the testing, I can choose to reset. If my object hadn't just flown away a million miles, I'd be able to go ahead and retrieve it. Or save will save a JSON formatted file into my project directory with the snapshot of the current settings. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this table here. So the table has a mass of 20. I can lift and move it, and I can make a little bit of change to it. Same way we can update our settings here, and this will enable me to kind of tweak my physics settings. I don't need to jump back in and out of VR. I don't need to go back to the editor and manipulate stuff. Save the change in the editor, run the application again, go back and put the VR headset back on just to check this one change. I can kind of, feel out what settings I like, decide on an appropriate settings, hit save, go look at the JSON file afterwards, and then, make my changes in the editor. Typically updating a prefab of this particular type. So just something a little helpful to save time. This is still only like the phase 1 of the editor. I want to be able to click on any object and have a list of components on that object that can be editable. And I'll use reflection or something to build out a paginated grid of labels and input fields in order to edit whatever public properties or public members are on the, whatever's on the object. And then just save the whole snapshot out, and then you can change whatever properties afterwards in the editor. So anyways, just something cool I wanted to show off. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.